Hi everyone, this is Aming Tawid from smartpinainvestor.com, and in this session we have another learning topic, which is how to lose money in Philippine stock market. So madalas we want to gain money when we invest in Philippine stock market, but for us to maximize the opportunities, we need to know ano ba yung negative. Paano ba tayo pwede malugi sa Philippine stock market when we start investing? But before we go to that, so meron tayong mga previous videos na pwede nyo panoorin. So if you are new to investing, you can watch Lesson 1, How to Start Investing. And then we have Lesson 2, if you are a new investor. So there's a video for that, tips, tricks, and traps for new Pinoy investors. So ito yung mga cautions na pwede nyong magamit when you are starting to invest. And then, of course, if you want to know how to get dividends, so there's another video about it. Lesson 4 is how to invest in mutual funds. So, mutual funds falls under tinatawag na pooled funds, yung mga pinagsama-sama. So, applicable ito sa mga empleyado na walang oras talagang tumutok sa stock market. Similarly, dun sa mga tinatawag na UITF, so in Lesson 5, we have a video tackling how to invest in unit investment trust funds. So ito yung ino-offer ng mga bangko. So it's a different type of pooled investment fund. And then lastly, we have some basic investing strategies. If you're new to investing, then you could watch these videos. So yung mga videos na yan is available if you go to smartpinainvestor.com/go. And also available in my YouTube channel. So make sure you subscribe so you'll get updated for more videos that I will create for you guys. Okay, so with that said, we're going back to our topic, how to lose money in Philippine stock market. And as mentioned, most likely we would want to gain money in Philippine stock market. And if you have watched my previous videos, there are two main ways how to get or earn money in Philippine stock market. And that is number one, capital gain. And second two is dividends. So dito lang umiikot yung ways how to earn money in Philippine stock market. And this is applicable whether you are a new investor or matagal na kayong investor sa stock market. So just a recap, ang capital gain, dito pumapasok yung sinasabi na buy low, sell high. So you buy a stock at a certain price and you wait until such time na mas mataas na yung presyo niya compared doon sa purchase price mo. Basically, buy low, sell high. So, we have a very classic case here, Jollibee, bagong-bago. Did you know na yung price ni Jollibee is 55 pesos per share only during or on January 4, 2010. So, ganyan kababa yung presyo niya. But now, so as of January 4, 2019, so that's 9 years after, the price of Jollibee umakyat from 55 to 309. Gaano kalaki yon? So ito yung visual representation niya at January 4, 2010, ito lang yung price niya, 55 per share. Then napapansin nyo, come 2019, so 9 years after, ang price niya is already 309 pesos per share. So, dyan actually lalong yumayaman, yung mga mayayaman na. Because they would simply need to invest in huge companies that will appreciate over time. So, the same thing that happened here in Jollibee in a span of 9 years. So even though nagfa-fluctuate siya during those entire 9 years, so makikita nyo dito, akyat pa yan, hindi yan tumitigil every day. But if you look at the bigger picture, diba, uptrend pa rin siya. So that's the good thing when you invest in good companies such as Jollibee. In this case, merong clear way of earning money through capital gain. So tumaas yung presyo ng stock from 55 to 309 pesos per share. So that's 460% up. So that's the first way to earn money, capital gain. But second is the dividends. So dividends is ito yung earnings na dinidistribute ng company, so such as Jollibee, to its shareholders from time to time. So not all companies issue dividends to their shareholders. But for those na malaki na yung earnings, not the entire earnings yung nire-reinvest nila sa business. So what they do is they share part of their earnings sa kanilang shareholders to the form of dividends. So, going back to the Jollibee, ito nag-start dito 2011, but 2010 meron din. So, in the span of those years, so from 2010 to 2019, may ini-issue rin siyang cash dividends na tinatawag. So, limbawa, itong 2011, this is 50 cents or 0.5 peso per share. That was issued May 31. So that was paid May 31. And then come December, meron naman siyang inisyong cash dividend. So in other words, kung papansin nyo rin dito, 2012 may 0.58 and then may 0.62. Meron pa siyang special. And then 2013 may 0.65, then 0.71, may another special pa. 2014, twice a year ulit, 0.75 and 0.89. So same with 2015. So in other words, itong si Jollibee, if you look at the history ng kanyang company, nag-i-issue siya ng dividends twice a year. So that's another way of earning in stock market. As long as you have holdings ng stock ni Jollibee during or day before X date, you are eligible to receive dividends. So you will get more details about receiving or earning dividends in my previous video, how to get dividends. You should be able to watch it. So yun actually yung two ways. So binalikan lang natin how to earn in Philippine stock market. But in this session, we'll focus on the negative side of it kasi hindi lang naman laging kumikita. In fact, merong nagsabi na 85% ng market participant sa stock market, 85% ng market players actually lose money. So how can we avoid that? How can we avoid losing money? Well, the first step is we need to find out how can we lose money. And here I summarize it in 3 points. And the number one is capital loss na tinatawag. So kanina, if we are earning by buying low and selling high, so baliktad naman, when we are able to buy high and then bumaba yung presyo after we bought, then mabebenta natin siya in a lower price. And that's already a form of capital loss. So kanina, babalikan natin si Jollibee. So meron tayo ditong January 4, 2019. So start of this year, the price of Jollibee is 309 per share. So that is after 9 years na pag-akyat-akyat no, since 2010. But this September 3, 2019, ang price niya is actually bumaba. From 309, naging 231 pesos per share. And that is already negative 25%. So that's already a huge drop in a span of just 8 months. So that's the possibility of a capital loss that you could incur when you invest in stock market. So it's not always positive. In fact, itong mga akyat baba is always a part of investing, part of returns and risk relationship and rewards when you expose yourself to stock market. So dapat aware kayo dito para hindi kayo nabibigla-bigla. Imagine if this could happen to Jollibee, which is already a brand in the Philippines, already a huge company, then how much more to other companies? So this is just a classic example of capital loss. It could happen to any stock, no? It's not just Jollibee, lalo na sa mga small companies and mga mid-cap companies. So we could always expect na pwede tayong ma-expose sa mga capital loss na tinatawag pag namali yung timing natin ng bili ng stocks. But of course, ang tawag lang kasi doon, halimbawa, bumili ka dito at 309 per share, and then kamalas-malasan mo, no, naipit ka dito, meron ka tinatawag na paper loss. So at that point, you have two options. So you could just sell it. So yung paper loss mo is magiging actual loss or realized loss na tinatawag. So kung meron kang 100 pesos dito, so magiging 75 pesos na lang siya. So, talagang nalugi ka na. Or another option is, kung ayaw mo siyang ibenta, pwede ka namang mag-antay. No, pwede mo lang siyang antayin umakyat uli. Ang tanong nga lang doon, kailan siya ulit aakyat uli at gaano siya kabilis aakyat uli. So yun yung considerations when you invest and when you consider selling. Ibebenta mo ba ito or mag-aantay ka na lang at ni-expect mo na aakyat siya? Pero of course, wala ka naman kasing guarantee. So it's all about balancing, no? If you are experienced enough, meron kang matututunang mga skills and techniques how to minimize yung losses mo or how to maximize your gains. It comes with experience, but that's just part of investing, yung incurring losses. It's always a part of investing. So, paano ngayon natin makikita or mamomonitor magkano na yung ating capital loss? So we can see it in our portfolio sa ating online account. So now I'm logged in my trading account and I can simply go to trade and go to portfolio, view portfolio. Yan. So makikita natin on this screen yung ating holdings. So as you can see, meron akong hawak na stock na SMPH. And then ang price niya ngayon is 34.15. Pero mas mataas kasi yung average purchase price ko, which is 37.71. So therefore, meron akong loss na negative 1,548. So that is, actually, ang laki na nito, negative 10%. So madali mong makita, if you already have a trading account, madali mong ma-monitor gaano nakalaki yung profit or loss mo. In this case, nagkataon na pagkabili ko, bumaba yung presyo nung stock ko. Kahit na nagfa-fluctuate yung amount, so as you can see here, ang price ni SMPH today is actually umakyat ng 0.1466. Kahit nagfa-fluctuate siya, kung hindi niya ma-reach yung aking original purchase price or higher, talagang I will have to incur this loss or pwede ko tong ibenta na. So, magiging realized loss to from paper loss, magiging actual loss, or pwede ko siyang antayin. So, it's all up to me. But this is just showing you how you can monitor yung loss mo or gain when it comes to investing. Okay, so going back, capital loss. So that's the main way of losing money in Philippine stock market. But the second way na possible is fees and commissions. And these are automatic losses. Why do I say automatic? Because this is already part of the system. Hindi mo na ito maiiwasan. But I just shared it here so that you will be aware na itong fees and commissions always deduct no possible earnings from you. Sa bawat buy and sell transactions kasi natin, so we place our buy and sell orders with our stockbroker. And then of course, yung stockbroker kailangan nilang kumita and they earn from us with this commission. This table summarizes yung mga commissions and fees involved when it comes to investing. Ang pinakamalaki dito is commission. Ito yung napupunta sa broker mo, which is 0.25% of the gross trade amount. So later on, I will share with you ano ba itong gross trade amount. And then merong VAT, value added tax, which is 12% of the commission. And then we have here the Philippine Stock Exchange transaction fee or PSE trans fee, which is 0.005% of the gross trade amount. So maliit lang. And of course, yung Securities Clearing Corporation of the Philippines fee or SECP fee, which is 0.01% of gross trade amount. So ito is applicable when you are buying stocks. And then kapag nagbebenta ka naman, merong additional. So this 4 still apply. Pero meron kang additional fee for selling, which is yung sales tax. So this is the number of shares times price times 0.006. So this is actually just 0.6% ng gross trade amount. And then if you are into online investing, so you have online broker, ang commission fee has a minimum charge of 20 pesos per transaction. So dito kasi sa commission, it's 0.25% of the gross trade amount. Pero kapag kinumpute mo ito at mas mababa siya sa 20 pesos, halimbawa maliit lang kasi yung binili mo, tapos ang na-compute lang nitong formula na ito is just 15 pesos, ang commission fee will become 20 pesos kasi ito yung minimum commission fee ng online brokers. Okay? So, ito yung example lang ng application ng or computation for commission and fees. So, assuming na you're going to buy 20,000 shares of Ayala Land at 5 pesos per shares, ito yung price ni Ayala Land. Of course, this is not true, so but this is just for demonstration purposes. So, ang gross trade amount mo is 20,000, which is the number of shares times the price per share. So, 20,000 times 5 times, so according to our formula, that's 0.25%. So, times 0.25%, so that gives us 250 pesos. And then yung VAT is 12% of the commission. So, 12% of 250 is 30 pesos. So, if you do the math. And then, this is the gross trade amount times 0.005%. So, we get 5 pesos for the PSE trans fee. And then SECP, so that's 0.01% of the gross trade amount, which is 10 pesos. And if we get the total amount of all those commissions and fees, we get 295 pesos. This is already part of your expenses when you buy stocks. So, hindi mo ito maiiwasan kasi part na ito ng sistema. Ngayon, kung gusto mo naman siyang ibenta, halimbawa, bumili ka ng 20,000 shares, ang gagastusin mo actually is 20,000 times 5 is 100,000 pesos plus itong fees and commission. So 295. So that's 100,000 and 295 pesos. And then after some time, you decided to sell it. So total fees for selling 20,000 shares at 5 peso and 20 cents. Yung 4 still applies, no? Magbabago lang yung gross trade amount. So kanina 5 pesos, pero ang price niya ngayon is umakyat na. So 20,000 times 5.20 times 0.25%, we get the commission na mapupunta sa broker. And then same formula, we have VAT, PSE trans fee, and SECP. And then since we are selling, so meron ka na yung sales tax, which is this amount, the gross trade times 0.6%. So automatic na itong mababawas. Medyo malaki siya actually. Siya yung pinakamalaki when it comes to selling. So that gives us a total deduction of 930 pesos and 80 cents. So in short, pag ganyan ang nangyari, ulitin ko lang, kung bumili ka ng 20,000 shares at 5 peso per share, ang gross trade amount mo is just the product. You just multiply the two figures, that's 100,000. And then kanina na-compute natin yung fees and commissions na 295 pesos. So ang kakailanganin mo actually is 100,000 plus yung fees and commissions, that gives 100,295. And then, pag binenta mo ngayon siya, umakyat yung presyo from 5 to 5.2. Ang gross trade amount niya is the product of the two. So, that's 104,000. And then, kanina may na-compute tayong total fees and commissions. So, ibabawas mo ngayon yan doon sa gross amount. And then, we get this figure, 103,069 pesos and 20 centavos. Yung fees and commissions is actually additional expenses na na-incur natin. Of course, itong fees and commissions will depend dun sa gross trade amount. So, mas malaki yung binibili mo, mas malaki din yung nadadagdag during buying tsaka nababawas during selling. So, kung mapapansin mo, kung wala tayong fees and commissions, ang kailangan mo lang is 100,000. Tapos, kung umakyat yung presyo from 5 to 5.2, naging 104,000. Ang kinita mo actually, ideally is 4,000 pesos from 100,000 to 104. Pero dahil may mga fees and commissions during selling, so lumiit actually yung earnings mo. From 4,000, naging more than 2,000 na lang. So that's 3,069 minus 295. So pag sinubtract mo yan, yun lang yung earnings mo. So bumaba siya actually sa fees and commissions. But this is just secondary kasi this is already a part of your expenses. So just so you're aware and nalalaman mo sa napupunta yung pera mo. Okay, so that's the second way how to lose money or how to have lower earnings. Then lastly, this is strictly not losing money, but this could affect your earning capacity, which is what I call delisting. So nabibili natin yung stocks natin sa Philippine Stock Exchange, nakakapag-invest tayo because the stock is considered listed, nakalista sa stock exchange, which is Philippine Stock Exchange. But there could be rare instances na the company would decide na umalis na sa stock exchange, and that is what we call delisting. So delisting could be voluntarily, so pwedeng gusto siya nung decided siya by the board of directors ng company, or pwede rin namang by regulatory bodies. So delisting is the removal of a listed stock from its exchange. So this could happen if may decision yung company na mag-delist. So this actually happened sa isang active stock dati, which is EDC. So EDC, delisting from Philippine Stock Exchange, and they had to have a tender offer na tinatawag. So kumbaga mag-o-offer sila ng presyo dun sa mga existing shareholders nila na igagrab nila para makalabas sila dun sa company and para maka-fulfill yung company dun sa mga regulations for delisting as stipulated by the rules ng stock exchange. So in other words, pag bumili ka kasi halimbawa ng EDC and then you found out na yung EDC is nagdi-delist, kailangan mong ma-make sure na mabenta mo kagad yung EDC or ma-avail mo yung tender offer para hindi ka maiwan. Pag naiwan ka kasi, halimbawa hindi mo siya nabenta, so meron kang hawak na EDC ngayon, tapos nag-delist siya, sabi niya lalabas na siya sa stock exchange, baka mahirapan kang maibalik sa'yo yung pera because you have to deal with probably with the investor relations department. Part ka pa rin as shareholder nila, pero hindi mo na nga lang siya makikita dun sa online portfolio mo, which is yun yung iniiwasan natin because it could be a hassle on your end. Okay? So yun lang actually yung 3 possible ways on how you can lose money or how you can decrease or have lower earnings when you invest in Philippine stock market. So number 1 is, ito yung pinaka-primary, that's capital loss when the share price ng stock mo is bumaba from the time that you bought it. So this is the primary factor. Then we have automatic losses when we have these commissions and fees whenever we do buy and sell transactions. And then in rare instances, so pwedeng yung hinahawakan mong company will decide to be delisting from the exchange. So you should also be aware of it. So those are 3 things na pwede yung i-check sa company na hinahawakan nyo. So yun, if you have learned in this video, I invite you guys to subscribe in my YouTube channel, smartpinoyinvestor.com/YouTube, and then you could also click the bell button para ma-notify kayo if I have new videos uploaded. Okay, thank you guys for watching, and if you have questions and comments, you could put it in the comments below. Thank you and see you in our next videos. Bye-bye!